the largest ever used on any launch vehicle and the first to be employed in a U.S. manned flight. At liftoff, the solid rocket boosters, together with the three main engines, will unleash more than 6.5 million pounds of thrust needed to launch the world's first reusable spacecraft. Never before has a winged vehicle been launched like a rocket, orbited the Earth, returned through frictional heating in excess of 2,500 degrees, and landed, still aerodynamically sound, to be launched again and again. If it succeeds, the space shuttle will truly be a remarkable flying machine. There are many other goals to be reached during the 54.5-hour mission that lies ahead. 144 test objectives are planned for the flight. These objectives could not be achieved without an astronaut crew. The commander, John Young. The pilot, Robert Crippen. Young has already been in space 4 times for a total of 533 hours. He is the most experienced astronaut flying today. Although Crippen has over 4,000 hours of jet aircraft flying time, this will be his first time in space. The astronauts make their way across the access arm toward the shuttle in the pre-dawn hours before launch. An American spaceship has never carried a human crew on its maiden voyage. At the Launch Control Center, 3 miles from the pad, final steps are being completed in the countdown. Final preparations are also being made in the Mission Control Center in Houston, where control of the flight will switch once the shuttle clears the tower. There has not been a manned launch from Kennedy Space Center since the Apollo-Soyuz test project in July of 1975. With this launch, Young and Crippen, launch controllers at the Cape, and flight controllers in Houston will experience the most dynamic, fast-paced series of launch events ever undertaken in the space program, all in less than 9 minutes. The most challenging ascent profile ever to be flown by a space vehicle. Photographers, film and television crews, plus newspaper and magazine writers from around the world, nearly 2,700 of them are here to cover the launch. In addition, approximately 600,000 spectators line the coastal area near the Kennedy Space Center. Arriving by every mode of transportation, they have come from every state in the Union and many foreign countries. The promise of a rebirth in America's manned space program and the dawn of a new era in space transportation awaits.
14, 13, T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start.
Roger, roll.
The roll will put the shuttle on its precise heading toward an imaginary target in space.
Roll program complete.
Roger, roll complete.
They get a status. Vital? Go. Booster? Go. GNC? Go. Eagle? Go. Go at 40, Capcom.
Columbia, Houston, you're go at 40.
The shuttle is now 40 seconds into flight.
Roger, Columbia, on the nice ride. You're lofting a little bit. You'll probably be slightly high at staging.
Negative seats.
Columbia, you're negative seats.
Should anything go wrong, the shuttle is now too high for the astronauts to use their ejection seats.
Columbia, you're go for
SEP.
SRB SEP.
We see SRB SEP flight. Roger, on a SEP. 103 converge flight. Yeah. Capcom, let's tell them all the calls are going to be a tad early because of the hot first stage.
Columbia, you're looking a little hot. All your calls will be a little early.
Okay. Okay, map looks good here.
Stand by, press to MECO.
Columbia, stand by. Press to MECO.
Mark it.
Marked. Press for MECO.
Roger, press for MECO.
The shuttle can now continue toward MECO, main engine cutoff.
They like the VAP, Eagle. ECOM.
Let's go, flight.
Capcom, VAPs go. Stand by, negative return.
Columbia, stand by for negative return.
Mark it.
Marked. Negative return. And your VAP is good.
Outstanding. Sure is. We can confirm it. What a view. What a view.
And single engine rotor flight.
And Columbia, your single engine rota.
Columbia can land safely at the Naval Air Station in Rota, Spain, even if 2 of the 3 main engines should fail. Right now, the engines are generating over 42 million horsepower.
MECO 25, 6,
MECO.
0, up at 220.
Roger, MECO.
And we got MECO confirmed.
MECO
Roger,
confirmed, and
Columbia,
it's
MECO.
right on the money, nominal.
Main engine cutoff. Columbia is now in space, traveling over 18,000 miles per hour.
Okay, we got set.
Roger, we confirm the SEP, Columbia.
The external tank has just been jettisoned and is now falling away from the shuttle back toward Earth. The tank will break up as planned over the Indian Ocean when it comes into contact with the atmosphere. Shortly, by firing the OMS, Orbital Maneuvering System engines, Columbia will achieve orbit. Then one of the most important tests of the mission will be attempted, opening the payload bay doors. The doors must be opened before the end of the 6th orbit to expose the space radiator cooling system. If the radiators cannot be exposed, heat collected from the onboard electronics cannot be released, and the astronauts will have to return home. The OMS burns are successful. Columbia is now in orbit, circling the Earth at an altitude of approximately 150 miles. The payload bay doors will now be opened.
Okay, the port door's coming open now.
Roger, copy.
Well, you are missing one fantastic sight. Boy, that is really beautiful out there.
We appreciate those updates.
Both doors have been opened. The radiators can be deployed to begin dissipating the heat.
The doors are all opened up and hunky-dory. Glad to deploy right on time.
And the radiators look good.
Okay, we want to show you our own pods here. We do have a few tile missing off of both of them. Off of the starboard pod, 3 tile and some smaller pieces, and off the port pod, looks like I see one full square and looks like a few little triangular shapes that are missing, and we're trying to put that on TV right now.
Roger, Crip, we can see that good.
From what we can see of both wings, tops and leading edges, though, all those are fully intact.
Within minutes, an assessment is completed on the impact these missing tiles could have on the remainder of the mission. At a news conference later in the day, Flight Director Neil Hutchison answers questions from reporters.
But you asked me if I knew where there were any other tiles that might be loose. The answer is no. And quite frankly, we're not worried about any other tiles being loose.
At this writing, is there anything at all that would lead you to say you might not go for a full duration mission?
Nothing. Columbia, Houston, you guys did so good, we're going to let you stay up there for a couple of days. Your gopher on orbit.
Spacecraft wants gopher on orbit. This thing is just performing just outstanding.
Roger, we agree with that. And Columbia, Houston, just for your information, you dropped those SRBs right on target, and they were floating just the way they ought to be, and the boats were getting ready to fish them and bring them back.
Okay. The ride that they gave us was pretty neat.
The solid rocket boosters, which separated from the Columbia as planned 2 minutes 11 seconds into the flight, landed on target in the Atlantic Ocean, 151 miles downrange from the launch site. After being towed back to Kennedy Space Center, both boosters will be refurbished and used again in a future shuttle flight. The third and fourth OMS burns are also successful, raising Columbia's orbit to an altitude of approximately 172 miles. For the first television transmission from inside the spacecraft, the crew will give a status report on the mission.
The flight so far has gone as smooth as it could possibly go. We've done every test that we're supposed to do, and we're up on the timeline, and the vehicle has just been performing beautifully, much better than anyone ever expected to do on a first flight, and no systems are out of shape. And it's delightful up here in zero gravity, might add. Of course, we owe this to a lot of people, and we certainly want to thank everyone who has helped get this thing airborne, and can take great pride in it's doing so well right now. Okay, we're switching over to the aft camera here. Yeah, I'd like to echo John's words as I usually do. I guess being the so-called rookie on this flight, I had a thrill from the moment of liftoff all the way up to what we're doing now. It's really been super. The spacecraft has worked as advertised all the way along. I think we've got something that's really going to mean something to the country and the world. This vehicle is performing like a champ, like all of us that have worked so long on it knew that you would.
Okay, sir, we appreciate those comments.
I guess that does it.
That was a good time, and I think you must have practiced. We're just about to lose your ghost song.
Just accident.
Just accident, says Robert Crippen. None of the other events of the day have been accidental. Every test, liftoff, SRB separation and recovery, ET separation and impact, 4 OMS burns, payload bay door latch opening and closing tests, radiator latch deploy and stowing tests have all been successful.
I guess we owe you guys one super attaboy for today. This is fantastic. You worked through a pretty long, hard day, and you're essentially right on schedule, which is going to be close to being a first sort of spaceflight biz, I think, for first day activities. It's sure been fun working with you today, and we look forward to seeing you in the morning. I hope you get a good night's rest.
Okay, you guys did super work today. See you mañana.
Roger, thank you. See you tomorrow, guys.
Well, many hour went into this thing. A job well done by the shuttle space team. We can't say that she's sleek and lean, but I'll tell you right now, she's a mean machine. The Columbia, not the kind you smoke. This here's a bird.
Morning, Columbia. Welcome to day 2.
All right. Appreciate that super wake-up music this morning. Well, we sure enjoyed it. This and a good breakfast.
Today, the astronauts will test onboard systems and also review procedures for tomorrow's landing. A test of the flight control system is conducted by John Young. The flight control system operates Columbia's aero surfaces, the elevons, body flaps, rudder, and speed brake. These surfaces are useless in the vacuum of space, but will be essential tomorrow when the shuttle lands. This will require precision maneuverability, which the aero surfaces provide. Payload bay door cycling tests help ensure that latching and closing procedures can also be done before entry tomorrow. As with every mission, many pictures of the Earth are taken by the astronauts, over 500 on this first shuttle flight. Active volcanoes, cloud formations, alluvial fans, giant whirlpools over 15 miles in diameter, sand dunes 1,500 feet high, running unbroken for hundreds of miles. The high Himalayas, where mountain peaks reach 24,000 feet. And one of the most remarkable space photographs ever taken of the Earth, an area in Iran exposed to wind erosion, which has resulted in these breathtaking silt and sandstone formations that look more like a painting than a desert. After lunch on the second day, the astronauts receive a phone call from the Vice President of the United States, George Bush.
How's it going up there? Everything rocking along all right?
Spaceship is just performing beautifully.
Well, it's great, and everybody views it, I'm sure, just as the forerunner of great things to come. I think your trip is just going to ignite the excitement and the forward thinking from this country, so I really just wanted to call up and wish you the very best.
We certainly appreciate it, Mr. Vice President.
The crew also don and check out the ejection suits they will wear during entry. Young, Crippen, and Columbia pass every test. They are ready for the final phase of the mission, entry and landing. April 14th, 1981. NASA's Dryden Flight Research Center on the edge of Rogers Dry Lake Bed in California. A recovery convoy of 24 vehicles and more than 100 personnel are assembling here to power down Columbia after landing. Enormous crowds are also beginning to arrive. A string of traffic 6 miles long waits to enter the base. Thousands more are already here. Close to 500,000 people will eventually be on hand to see the landing. On board, the astronauts suit up for entry. The ascent and orbital phases of the mission have gone extremely well. Now the final phase must be completed. Before that begins,
Columbia, you have a go for payload bay door closing.
the doors, which have been open a total of 47 hours during the flight, must now be closed. Then, using the RCS thrusters, Columbia will maneuver into deorbit burn attitude, head down and backwards, fire the OMS engines one last time, and descend into the Earth's atmosphere.
Nice and easy does it, John. We're all riding with you.
Columbia is out of contact during the OMS burn. Mission Control will not know if this burn was successful until they are in communication with the spacecraft over Australia. It is now over the Indian Ocean on the other side of the world, but from that distance the burn must be precise so that later Columbia will hit the lake bed target in California.
Columbia, this is Houston through Yargady. We're standing by.
Burn was on time at nominal residual 110.
Columbia is now committed to entry. With an RCS post-burn maneuver and several firings, it is oriented to a heads-up, nose-first attitude headed toward entry interface. This is where the atmosphere begins, at approximately 400,000 feet.
John, we copied,
From that moment until the shuttle reaches 165,000 feet, it will be in communication blackout, out of touch with mission control for almost 20 minutes. The landing site is almost 4,400 miles from entry interface. Chase planes are preparing to take off. One will call out altitudes and check Columbia for any damage just prior to landing. When the shuttle touches down here, it will be traveling at 216 miles per hour. Right now it's going more than 17,000 miles per hour. Before it lands, it must slow down, lose energy, and it must survive the intense heat caused by traveling through the atmosphere at such a high rate of speed. Several S-turns or roll reversals are used to slow down and maneuver Columbia through the atmosphere. This one is done at 256,000 feet when it is traveling at more than 26 times the speed of sound.
By the way. Yeehaw! That looks like fun. Whoa!
This one is done at 208,000 feet. During these two roll reversals,
that's
entry
awesome.
heating is most severe, with temperatures reaching 2,500 degrees in some places on the vehicle.
God, I love that
The
thing.
aluminum skin will melt at 320 degrees. The silicate tiles must insulate the vehicle from the tremendous heat. Since there is no test facility on Earth
You're in the
to
way of the bullets?
simulate
All right,
the
fine, bye.
aerodynamic and structural environment Columbia is in right now, only calculations could be used to predict what would happen during this phase of the flight. The predictions and calculations had to be right.
Hello there, Houston. Columbia's here.
Hello, Columbia. Houston's here. How do you read?
Flying clear, and we're doing Mach 10.3 at 180 AS.
And we couldn't agree more, John. Your state vector's good. We've got good data in-house.
Okay.
The entry trajectory, velocity, and position look good. Columbia is heading for home, now only 470 miles away.
More left RCS, but okay.
Right, we're showing a roll. And John, we're showing you rolling right. Looking good.
Right, I'm on roll.
We're showing him crossing the coastline flag.
Columbia, we show you crossing the coast now.
Right, yeah. We can go.
The shuttle is first sighted at about 100,000 feet with a long-range camera from Anderson Peak, California.
What a way to come to California.
In flight photo, I still look perfect, right on the nominal.
Roger that. Out of 112K, 4.8 Mach.
We're seeing this in a row.
We see DLAS 21 degrees.
A roll reversal is done over Bakersfield, California.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Chase has a tally.
Roger, checking.
And we're seeing 1.3 Gs coming around the hat.
Roger that.
The astronauts are making the final turn to line up with the runway.
Columbia, you're really looking good. Right on the money. Right on the money. And turning on to final, your winds on the surface are calm.
I got a win.
You're right on the glide slope, Columbia.
Yeah, clear, John.
Looks real good underneath. Everything looks real good.
Chase reports no tile or other damages evident underneath the shuttle. Columbia's altitude is now just over 5,000 feet.
Pretty clear.
Without power, Columbia must land. It cannot make another attempt.
You're coming. You're down. Feet. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown. Those gears, come. 5, 4, 3, touchdown. Welcome home, skipper. Columbia's on the roll.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
Discovery, go and throttle up. You'll have to take it up to hangar, Joe.
We're going to dust it off first.
This is the world's greatest all-electric flying machine, I'll tell you that. It was super.
Okay, convoy's on its way.
Convoy on. We'll stop on the Columbia. We'll stop.
The maiden voyage of Columbia has been a success. The astronauts and the vehicle have met or exceeded all 144 flight test objectives. The integrity of all the systems, propulsion, avionics, structural, flight control, power, and thermal, have been affirmed. John Young's comments after returning home.
I can't tell you what a tribute that is to the American working man and the American working woman, too. You can't imagine the variety of people who worked on this vehicle, from all walks of life, all capabilities and limitations. It's all due to their individual efforts. They proved that they can do the job. They proved it for the world to see. And I'm mighty proud to be associated with folks like that.
What a tribute indeed. The Columbia represents an achievement in aerospace technology and development never before realized in the history of manned spaceflight. It is our basic building block for the future.
It's what we've been trying to do for the last 10 years. We've got a vehicle with a payload performance that will allow us to do that, much cheaper than we've been able to do it before. It will immeasurably improve the defensive capability of the country. It will help develop space science and technology. When we get operational, the space shuttle will be able to do in 5 to 10 years what it would have taken us 20 to 30 years to do otherwise. We couldn't do it if we didn't have the space shuttle and that payload capability. And the sooner we do those things, the better off the country's going to be.
A revolutionary new era in space transportation has just begun. Routine access to space.
Welcome to the future. Do you think there would have been a Block 2 shuttle if it had kept flying? Yes and no. The idea with the shuttle was basically to do what SpaceX is doing with Falcon 9. That was the goal. They were never only supposed to make 4 of these things, Sawyer. They were supposed to be planes that fly into space. That's what it's supposed to do. They tooled up the assembly line to build a bunch of these dang things, and then they never did it. Rockwell had twin bays, a twin bay, 2-cell bay at Edwards Air Force Base, kind of down the street from the Skunk Works, so to speak, and they had the ability to be able to make 2 orbiters at once. You know, they always said that Endeavour was made out of spare parts, but it's not made out of spare parts. They were supposed to be building more shuttles. The shuttle was supposed to last about 100 flights, right? Before the airframe just couldn't do it anymore, right? So by that logic, Challenger, Discovery, Atlantis, Columbia, Challenger, Discovery, and Atlantis would have probably only lasted till the late 80s. So by the time the late 80s rolled around, you would need another set of shuttles, right? It's just like these Falcon 9 cores, right? You know, I mean, like I said, it's the same idea. That's what they were supposed to do. That's what they wanted to do. So would they have made a Block 2 shuttle? No. They would have just iteratively upgraded over time. That's exactly what they did. Enterprise and Columbia are very similar to each other in terms of structural design. But after the first 4 orbital test flights, based off of what NASA learned from STS-1, 2, 3, and 4, STS-1, one of the flights you just saw, they were able to upgrade the shuttle's design. Challenger could do stuff that Columbia couldn't. Discovery, Atlantis, and Endeavour could do stuff that Columbia could not, because it's the Mark I design. They lightened it, they reduced tiles, etc., etc. That's why I like Challenger. Challenger is my favorite shuttle, because every single shuttle that was built after it is based off of it. If Columbia is Falcon 9 1.0, all right, Challenger is Falcon 9 1.1. Okay, and where did Falcon 9 1.1, lead us to? That led us to Block 5. The Block 5 Falcon 9 that's flying right now, the one that is highly reusable. That only would have been done by manufacturing more of these dang things, and that's what we were supposed to do. There's supposed to be fleets of them. The Air Force was supposed to have a squadron of space shuttles. That was the idea. Just do it with Starship, please. Please, please. Hopefully we end up doing that with Starship or something. Yeah, the DoD pulled out of the program after Challenger happened, which is just stupid. But anyway, that was the whole idea. So would they have made a Block 2 shuttle? Yeah, maybe. They probably just would have kept upgrading it from time to, over time. I mean, the shuttle program did receive a bunch of upgrades throughout the program. Like, the shuttle engines that flew at the beginning of the program were not the ones that flew at the end. The Block 2 SSME that the shuttles used pretty much to the end of the program, those came around in the 90s. There was the initial SSME, right? And then there was Block 1 and there was Block 2. The Block 2 stuff came in the late 90s, early 2000s, if I'm remembering right. Would NASA and the Air Force have separate fleets? Discovery was supposed to be handed over to the Air Force. Discovery was supposed to be handed over to the Air Force in May of 1986 in preparation for the STS-62A mission, which would have been the first mission out of Vandenberg. Yeah, the Discovery was supposed to be the Air Force's orbiter, and then they would have had more. They would have bought more after that. Yeah, Aqualex, guys, we can start our space news like this if we want. A lot of people don't know that there was a full shuttle launch site built out in California. Yeah, I'm bringing up the pictures. We're doing it. It's space news. Might as well. Let's go. Here, ready? Here, take a look. There was a whole launch site built out at Vandenberg at Slick 6. Built for the space shuttle. Discovery's first launch for the Air Force was supposed to happen right here. SpaceX has that pad now, which is interesting. But yep, I should have more pictures in my shuttle folder. Yeah. That one. That's not Vandenberg, but you get the idea. Got a bunch of good stuff in here. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yep. That's what they were supposed to do. Discovery was supposed to be handed over to the Air Force. They never did it. They pulled out of the program after Challenger. Yep. That explains why Vandenberg would be a landing site, wouldn't it? Yeah, Trekkie. There was many upgrades. They probably sank about $1 billion in '80s dollars into upgrading Vandenberg infrastructure to work with the shuttle. Vandenberg, first of all, they doubled the length of the runway I don't know if you can tell. The runway used to stop right here, but they made it go all the way down because that's supposed to be a shuttle landing site. Second of all, they put in the infrastructure for the shuttle mate demate device, that's what that trapezoidal thing is right there. Third of all, they widened all the roads and built out all the infrastructure to be able to move a shuttle out of Vandenberg's North Gate, right there. That's the North Gate. And then take it through Lompoc Surf. Take it through Lompoc Surf all the way up to Slick 6. They upgraded this entire road. Notice that road? That's a very weird looking road for the middle of California, right? Look at how big the shoulders are. A hint, it's not a bike lane. 1980s California made this, okay? It ain't no bike lane. They widened that road for the space shuttle. That's why that road is like 4 lanes wide despite being a 2-lane road. See the cuts that they did in the terrain? They cut the terrain so the space shuttle's wings could fit through. I have the picture somewhere around here. It's not too late to whip it into shape. See? Bikes! See? So, Trekkie, yeah, they put cuts in the roads, and they widen the road to be able to handle the shuttle's weight. Freaking thing was heavy, dude. Heavy. That's Slick 4. All the way down to here. And then right there was the name for it. NASA's name for it was the Orbiter Processing Facility, but the Air Force had a whole name for it. But if you notice, this has 2 doors in it. See what I'm talking about? There are 2 shuttle-shaped doors right there, not just one. How heavy is the shuttle? 62 tons. Shuttles are heavy. Very, very, very heavy. The transport vehicle was custom made for it. It was custom made just to move the orbiters around. Is that hangar still there? Yeah, of course. You guys want to see something cool? See, there's the Cometo transporter right there, moving Enterprise around Vandenberg. This is one of my favorite pictures. 1, because square body. 2, because Dodge W200. 3, because Astrovan. And 4, and the most important one, Space Shuttle. They were preparing to steal sats. They were prepping to do something. Is that transporter still used? The shuttle transporter? The Cometo? What do you think? Do you think the shuttle transporter is still used? There it is after STS-135. That was in 2011 right there. So we know it was used up to 2011. How about we... Oh, yeah, look, see? There it is after STS-135. There it is moving Enterprise at Vandenberg. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody bought it. Somebody bought it. Somebody bought it and used it to move things. So this picture is from 2011, that picture's from 1985, and that picture's from 2016. Same transporter. SpaceX lifted that vehicle from a government auction, from a NASA government auction for like 30 grand. Seriously, like 30 G's. I forget, I think it was like 32 grand or something for the Cometo. Yep. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. I think, yeah, Thomas, I think we can see it at Hangar M. Dude, but think about where that thing has been. Those pictures, the picture of Enterprise from 1985 was taken right there. Yeah, isn't that cool, Cheese? You should have bought it to get groceries. I didn't have any money. And then the second picture, the one from 2011, was taken right here. At the OPFs right there. That's NASA's old shuttle processing facilities right there. That third picture was taken at Port Canaveral. It was down here. Right? And then I think we can find it. It should be up here. You should be able to see it on Google Earth. It should be right here. They usually park it around here. They use the damn thing to move Falcon 9s around. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Updated picture. Let's back it up. 2022. Nope. If it isn't there, then sometimes SpaceX parks it here. Nope, that's the SPMT, isn't it, Thomas? Sometimes it's there. Okay, and if it's not there, it could be over at Roberts. SpaceX's big honkin' facility that they got over here. Nope, not there either. Visible in the grass. So yeah, that thing has been working with NASA for basically, what is it? 39 years? Off and on, which is pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, little cool bit of shuttle history there. All right, so there's this picture from Harry. Yep, there it is. See it right there? Ooh. Interesting, Thomas. They took the bar off. I don't think that's sitting in the grass, dude, to be honest with you. Also, orbital donut. Oh, yeah. It is. I thought that may be paved. It looks kind of paved in Harry's, see that straight line right there? Yeah. That's SpaceX's super cool R&D super club. Yeah, that's where they do all kinds of stuff in there, like build orbital launch mounts. Anyway, all right, so let's zip that down there, and so let's begin space news with this. This morning, SpaceX conducted a wet dress rehearsal for Flight 4. What do we got, guys? I'm sorry, I blanked. It's Monday. I know what ship it is. I just blanked on it. It's ship 29 and booster 11, right? I have a theory that they're going to use the shuttle transporter to move the OLM to 39A. Yeah, I doubt that. Yes, okay, so we have ship 29, booster 11, wet dress rehearsal. They were tanked. Both vehicles were tanked, and then they let it, fueled it and then defueled it. Now, why would they do that? In case anybody's wondering, this is what's called a wet dress rehearsal. It's basically a countdown, a simulated countdown for launch, doing everything all the way up to lighting the engines. So you basically start and do a mission exactly like you would do it if it was going to launch, and then when you hit 0, nothing happens. They just save the booster, drain the fuel, and that's it. Wet dress rehearsals are really key. They're important to demonstrate the fueling procedure for the vehicle, to make sure that these vehicles can accept the cryogenic fuels, make sure that all the plumbing works, dust off the cobwebs from the OLM, make sure that everything is working good. But yeah, that's what they did this morning. And based off of that, we got a tweet from the Elinator. The Elinator. The elongated muskrat. That there should be a Starship Flight 4 in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Primary goal is getting through max re-entry heating. Worth noting that no one has ever succeeded in creating a fully reusable heat shield. The shuttle required more than 6 months of rework. That is the... Gotta just stunt on my shuttle like that, huh? Why you gotta do the shuttle like that, man? The system was great. The system worked just fine. It's the people running it that were stupid. I gotta do it like that, man. It doesn't deserve that. Also, 2 weeks. So get your butt to Mars. Get your butt to Mars. Why you gotta do that? Why do you gotta do it like that? What about the X-37? Frick the X-37. We're not talking about that. Stop changing the subject. Right in the dinger. Right? Uncalled for, man. Uncalled for. Anyway, so yeah, about 2 weeks. That will put us somewhere in this area here. Down here. Not here or here so much, but like right here. See what I'm saying? They can build a full starship in less time it took to refurbish a shuttle. No, they can't. Did you know, Tessa, that like 90% of statistics are made up on the spot? I mean, they turned around Atlantis from 51 to 61 in 60 days, right? That sounds like 2 months to me. That sounds like 2 months to me, SWK. And that ain't no made-up stat either. That actually happened. It's actually 93. Shut up. Shut up. You shut your Nuglin mouth. Nuglins. All right. Okay, so you guys like United Launch Alliance? Here, take a look. So you see this thing? This is a picture of Vulcan when it was doing its wet dress rehearsal a little while back. That booster is at the bottom of the ocean right now. But see this gray thing right here, the one that says ULA on it? You can tell it says ULA on it because of the way it is, right? You see that? That's a mobile launcher for Vulcan. This is the thing that they build the vehicle on, and then they roll it with trackmobiles. Where my train nerds at? Where my train nerds at? If you know, trackmobile. If you know, you know, right? They roll that thing to the pad and then set it down, right? Vulcan already launched. Yeah. That core is still on the ground. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the cert. Yeah. You're right. Anyway, moving on. So, see this thing right here? The gray thing that says ULA on it? Tori Bruno posted today that they're working on another one. Vulcan Launch Platform 2, the second mobile launcher. It's making excellent progress and will soon be arriving at the Cape. This opens up parallel processing of rockets feeding the Slick 41 pad. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Yeah, ULA is working on a second one in anticipation of scaling up Vulcan. I don't know whatever rocket it was, but I sent my handprint to the moon to be stored on a hard drive. Nice. Cool. All right. Nice, Star. I think that may have been Intuitive Machines. Either that, if it wasn't Intuitive, it was Astrobotic. That one didn't work. Sorry. That one didn't work. That one didn't work. But you know, it's a good mission, right? So check this out. I didn't have time to cover this one, but Blue Origin returned to flight with people on board for their New Shepard rocket. This is a replay here. This was over the weekend. Take a look. New Shepard with people on board.
I've had 60 years of people wishing I'd gone into space.
I'm so excited. I can hardly believe that it's finally coming.
It's an honor to represent my blood and go up there as the first civilian Indian in space. I'm beyond ready.
This is for me a childhood dream. I was 12 years old. I was already dreaming about being an astronaut.
I'm sure it'll be one of the most memorable events of my life.
5, 4, command engine start, 2, 1.
Separation has been confirmed, and zero-G has started for our astronauts.
Eddie!
It's the feeling more than anything else.
Oh my God! The view is incredible, and the feeling of being outside this Earth.
Looking at that and saying, that is unbelievable.
Look at the Earth!
What a beautiful planet we have.
Nice.
It's amazing. It really is.
And the feeling of weightlessness is just...
I thought I really didn't need this in my life, but I lied. This is a life-changing experience. Everybody needs to do this.
They didn't show the chutes? Oh, yeah? Is this the first manned touchdown like that? No, Snarkle. This was a return to flight with people on board. New Shepard had launched once prior, uncrewed, but the launch before that exploded. Yeah, didn't do very well. Blue is looking to use New Shepard, one, for more for research and development for other rockets, but two, as a tourist rocket, so people can get a quick shot into space. This one had astronaut astronaut. I'll call him astronaut. That's fine. Ed Dwight on it. Ed Dwight was not Ed White. Ed Dwight. Differences. So Ed Dwight was a NASA astronaut candidate in the 60s that President Kennedy had picked out for the Apollo program. Now, it ended up never happening for whatever reason or another. But Blue called him up and said, hey, you want to fly into space? We won't charge you anything. And he said, yep, yes, I want to do that, please. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So they launched Ed Dwight into space, which is pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty awesome story if you go read about it. So, yeah, that was the guy at the end that was like, yeah, I thought I didn't need this, but yeah, I needed this. Hey, it's got to do what you got to do, man, right? So, yeah, interestingly enough, they didn't show the chutes coming down on the capsule because one of them seemed to not work correctly. Yeah, it seemed, it should be okay. Obviously it's fine. They landed, but yeah, they had a chute not work. They showed them on the live stream. It looks like one of the chutes didn't fully unfurl. So, that's okay. It's supposed to do that. It's supposed to basically, you have 3 chutes, and if one fails, it's okay. But, yeah, it's not really supposed to do that. You really want to ideally get 3 full chutes, but they didn't, and they didn't show it. But yeah, it seems to be okay. But that behavior should be studied. Blue should probably take a look and figure out why that chute didn't do that. You don't want to be like, oh, it didn't deploy. It's all right. It's all right. That doesn't fly very well, usually with space. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting thing from Uh... I can't even be mad. That's pretty funny. Oh my god. You got something about Newglands? Newglands. Oh, nice. Just take a look browsing. I have not browsed Twitch in a long time, Beefy. I don't like. Okay, what's the title page here? Hold on. Let me see. It's good that Twitch is recommending me to myself here. That's good. Just do it on stream. I don't want to do that. It's not about getting banned. It's about, you know... Yeah. There's 174,000 people watching League right now. 100K watching Valorant. 32,000 watching Minecraft. Goodness. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is not video games here, but there's a lot of stuff that is. I'm not entirely sure how Anna is popping up with chess with 3,000 viewers in driving and racing games. You might want to fix that. Oh, the IRL section. Oh. Oh. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. It just keeps going. It just keeps going, dude. Okay. That's the hustle, man. I can't make people like space. I don't know what you guys want. I don't know what you want, dude. I try to keep the content relatively the same. So, like, if you popped in the stream, 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago, it would pretty much look the same. I do that on purpose. GTA 5 is the second biggest category with 349,000 viewers right now. There's some dude GTA RPing with 19,000 viewers, man. Dude, like, I ain't jealous. That's cool, man. That's getting 19,000 viewers doing anything with video games a decade ago. You got to keep it in perspective. That's pretty rad. I can't be mad. That's freaking cool. You know, like, that's pretty neat, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, like, I can't hate. I'm not going to. That's freaking sick, dude. Vet, is that guy's good? Is he a good RPer? That's cool, man. When GTA RP? Oh dear. GTA 5 in 2024? 350,000 people kind of makes that question a little strange, don't you think? Anyway, back to space news. I can't be upset. RP a repair shop? Dak, the only reason why I haven't done GTA RP is because it'd take up too much time. It would take up a lot of time. That's the only reason why I've never done it. It just takes up too much time. It's a rabbit hole, just like Factorio. It consumes a lot of time. Now other people rely on you. You know, like I've done GTA RP before. I did San Andreas roleplay. I played that back in the day. It's time consuming, very time consuming. You know, my top 5 are you, a ferret sanctuary, a wolf sanctuary, a paleontologist talking about digging up dinosaurs, and a non-skimply dressed guy doing a workout stream. Were you a criminal on SARP? I ran the National Guard in SARP. Yeah. I ran the National Guard for like a year. Pretty much the biggest low point in my life. No job, just playing GTA RP all day. Yeah, lowest of the low, dude. That's the other reason why I don't play GTA RP. Oh, thanks, Don. Anyway, that's, yeah. Starlink now has over 3 million users. Surely Best Buy was worse, right? Yeah. I mean, now that you put it in perspective like that, yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe. All right, anyway, let's roll over here. How about more car stuff like bending, grinding, and welding things? I have to wait until I get more gas, Dawson, man. I mean, we could weld without the gas, but the welds would look like the Titanic. Isn't that what you do now? It's just paid? What the heck is that, Zay? I've been collecting all the Space News links, guys, by the way. I ain't got no gas in it. I tell you what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Sorry. This tweet still makes me laugh. Right back at you. Okay, let's belt out of that. Anyway, here. Dream Chaser has arrived at Kennedy Space Center from its final vacuum and acoustic testing in Ohio. Oh, baby. Is it a bowling shoe or is it a spacecraft? I'll let you decide. The Titanic has no welds. It was made with rivets. Hey, Chief. F*** you. Okay? That's a riveting statement. You want to go join the Titanic? I'll put you down there. Dream Chaser before Starliner Crew 1? I don't think so, John. No. I will take my time out. Thank you for your kind wishes. You're welcome. Screw you. Frick you, my friend. Enjoy your day. Hey, have a nice day, toilet bowl. Frick you, my friend. Enjoy your day. Is there any reason the nose is still missing tiles, or is it mainly to just help with testing? They probably removed some tiles for final checkout, CSLR. Yeah, final checkout just to... And for transport. These might be hoisting... Well, there might be hoisting points behind it. See, there's some anodized plugs right there. It might be for picking the thing up. You know, if I had to guess, they probably just temporarily remove the tiles when they're picking the thing up and moving it around. You don't want to bump into those. Ever. Like, ever. Right? So, this is probably for processing. That's why they got some of these off. And they probably took these off so the crane and the brackets don't hit it. Like, they're... You wouldn't know, like, if you didn't know... You wouldn't know, but it's Monday, man. Give me a break. You wouldn't know by looking at this that that's what they're trying to do, but note the pool noodles that are duct taped together hanging over the back of the Dream Chaser. Yeah, they're very worried about hitting that thermal protection system. So they most likely took off the tiles. They most likely took the tiles off in areas that could get bumped, if I had to guess. That's just a guess, though. I'm not sure. I mean, I do know something about spacecraft processing, but it's mostly just from books. But yeah, there are definitely pool noodles that are... Actually, that probably isn't duct tape. It's probably shipping tape, if I'm looking at that right. But see, there's clearly stuff... They're clearly worried about stuff bumping into it, dude. That was a good question, though. Now face the wall, please. All right, guess I'm playing workers for after hours. Yep, confirmed the DHL moon box was destroyed on that astrobotic rocket. Sorry, man. Sorry, Star. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh in your face. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to break the news like that. More, please. It's kind of funny though. Yeah, it was a great mission. For what it was worth, it was a great mission, but you're not gonna get very far when your fuel starts leaking out. Sorry. It's a good thought though. It's a good thought. But anyway, yeah, they're probably worried about running stuff into it, so they probably took the tiles off. That's what I'm guessing. It was a pretty hot mission. Yeah. But yeah, this is Dream Chaser Tenacity, which is scheduled to go fly up on a Vulcan booster. To go fly up on a Vulcan booster a little later this year for an ISS resupply mission. It'll mark pretty much the first time that anything that's designed to land on a runway has been up to the space station since July of 2011, when best vehicle ever designed by man visited the space station last. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Can you tell? Can you... I'm not bitter. Anyway, besides Vulcan, what rockets could conceivably launch Dream Chaser? Falcon could probably do it, I think. It would be a tight fit, but it could probably do it. You're not bitter. You're spicy. Yeah. 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 Spicy. Yeah. Yeah. Ariane 6? Euro Bros, go into your fairy tale book and tell me how big Ariane 6's fairing is. Because, I don't know, I've never seen one. It's vaporware, so... Yeah, that was a dig at it. I know it's gonna fly, I get it. But also, it's really fun digging at you guys. Here, where's the mystical fairy tale? Where's the mystical fairy tale book? There once was a rocket in Kourou who launched into space with a kazoo. What? Sorry. Sorry. Shows as never gonna happen meters in diameter. Oh, that must be some metric measurement that I'm not familiar with. I'm sorry. Imagine Starship launching Dream Chaser, the most overkill thing ever. DSLR, the engineer inside of me, or the engineer that, or the streamer that plays an engineer on TV, not an engineer, just a guy. The engineering brain part of me says, wow, that's completely inefficient. Why the heck would you do that? Yeah, that's complete overkill. That's completely ridiculous. But just the regular person's like, yeah, you should do that. You should do that. That'd be sweet. Let's put Dream Chaser in Starship and make a Matryoshka shuttle. Just, one shuttle deploys another shuttle and one lands on a runway and one comes back. Yeah, can we do that, please? Like, let's do that. I'm in. It's a turducken. Yeah, Star Dreamkin. Duck. Goose. Use Starship to launch a Dragon, Starliner, and Dream Chaser in one go. Yeah, Minnie. I like the way you think. Yeah, it's a good call. We should do that. What is this? So Dream Chaser is down at the Cape. That's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy about that. I really want to see that mission succeed. What am I looking at here? Yeah, forget crew rotation. Just launch all the crews all at once. That poor 757. No. Oh. Something's very wrong down there. This is also sped up. I can't watch that. That's just... Oh, well, that's toast. Look at how unhappy it is. Oh, man. That better not be a 757 with RB211s, because then I'm really gonna be upset. Yeah, well the back fell off. Yeah, some tape and some JB weld, it'll be fine. That's okay, guys. The tail has been removed from the environment. I don't know, floating, maybe. Don't 757s have winglets? I don't think so. That is a 757, right? It looks like one. I know DHL uses them. It's narrow body. That's a narrow body plane. That has to be a 57. Real-time version? Oh, boy. I love how the fire truck's like, yep, all right, yeah, we need to get over there, like, now. Yeah, something went wrong there. I don't know enough about 757s, admittedly enough, to say one way or the other. But yeah, see, narrow body. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. What a nice plane. That 757 crash was from 2022. It was a hydraulic failure. Link here. Oh, all right, cool. Oh, yeah, April 7, 2022. Yeah, where the heck did this come from, then? Are people just reposting stuff that... What means they come here, they no buy what nobody buys. They come here, they mess up my store, hey! Freaking engagement farming. Gross. Hey, it worked. You know what? I refuse to read about this anymore. No one else has a T-14 hyperdrive, I promise you that. So, Zay, you linked this up. What am I looking at here? The Lockheed Martin LSAM, right? Lunar Surface Access Module. Wait, what the funkin' waggles is going on here? Gotta get those view counts up. Yeah, we gotta pump up those numbers. Chad, we gotta pump up those numbers. You take any Republic credits? No, Ray. Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real. Credits won't do fine. No, they won't. No, they won't. What do you think? You're some kind of Jedi? Waving your hand around like that? I'm a streamer. Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money. Only money. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's too real, man. It's too real. Mind tricks don't work on me, only money. You know, I said it, and then I thought about it, and then I was... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I should voice act in a game? Let's see, SLR, if you know anybody. No one else has a voice like mine, I promise you that. You see that Steve Magnante is selling his Ford Fairmont. It would fit in your stable. Oh, no. How much does he want for it? Dude, he's from my neck of the woods, too. Damn. I have a full PDF full of these wacky abominations. 1 second. Oh, boy. Technically, I'm a game developer, but I don't make anything fancy enough to need voice acting. Well, if you ever do, hit me up. There's a difference between a passenger, a guest, and a host, right? Yeah, Jason, sure. Yeah. Yeah. No one else is a T-14 hyperdrive, I promise you that. He's taking offers. He's selling everything he owns. House, cars, magazine collection. Because of his health issues. Ah. That sucks. I could voice all the characters, yeah. You wouldn't be able... You wouldn't be able to know. I could just completely change the voice. That's right. You need no post. We don't need post. I'm old school. No post processing. You just do the voice. Okay? You know me, man, you just take the voice, you just do the freaking voice, okay? I've been working, just on a side note, I've been working on Master Shake, but I tell you, that is a very, very difficult voice to do. Very, very tough. It's very difficult to sound like a gigantic milkshake. It's not there. It's close, but it's not there. Yeah, but I bet your Boston accent sucks. You know something? You suck. Go back to Delmarva, you prick. Was that good enough? Was that good? So my buddy's driver got a new helmet. Okay. Yeah, that 4.0 Ford. Can you do Frylock? I can't make my voice sound like that. That's pretty boss, man. Where'd you get those graphics done at? Someone stole it, raced it, and brought it back. Why are you showing it to me? Death, I have this thing, like, people that have normal voices, I cannot emulate that. I can't talk like somebody that has a normal voice. I can never do that. It always it has to be weird. You know what I mean? Oh, yes, like the talking lobster. That's also a doctor. Yes, I could do a very good impression of him. Oh. Yes, we can sit here, and I can pretend to cut you up with my claws. Oh, yeah, we could do the strong bad as well. Yeah, here I go once again with the email. Every week I open it's from a female. Oh, man, it's not from a female. Can you do a Jack Buyer? No, Jack's voice is too normal. Ray, damn. Oh, yeah, that's another one we can do pretty damn well, boy. I tell you what, I'm gonna go down to the store and fill up my dang propane tanks with good quality American propane. Anyway. Try this. All right, hold on. Back to space here real quick. Yep. Young lady, bring me a sandwich from the dumpster. And leave the maggots on it. Oh, yeah. I've read this PDF before. Yeah. I'll tell you what, boy. I'm dang read this dang old PDF. And you just gonna beep, land on the moon. Beep, and tranquil base here. Gonna just land on the moon, man. Get. Sorry, that's just 404ing. It's not working, dude. What about Doc Brown? They told me to build him a bomb, so I took their plutonium and gave him a shoddy bomb casing full of used pinball machine parts. Come on, let's get you a radiation suit. From a group of Libyan nationalists. Oh my God, they found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty! Who do you think? The Libyans! I shook the guy's hand that took that picture, by the way. Just thought I'd flex on you. You know. Looks like an elephant. Do DMs work? I don't know. I'd have to go through it. I have, since I started the stream, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and yours is the 17th. Let's see. 17 new messages. All right. Oh, new helmet. Let me see. It's in the bone. It's in the bone. Finkel is Einhorn is written on the side. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm sure in 1985, plutonium is available in every corner drugstore. But in 1955, it's a little hard to come by. Marty, I'm afraid you're stuck here. Stuck here? I can't be stuck here. I got a life in 1985. I got a girl. Is she pretty? Oh, Doc, she's beautiful. Marty, I'm afraid the only thing capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts is a bolt of lightning. Unfortunately, you never know when it's going to strike. Page 193. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm looking at these landers and just getting more confused every time. Yes, I too want my lander to look like a hamburger. Okay. The back of it. Save the clock tower. Mayor Wilson is sponsoring an initiative to fix that clock. This concept might be a little hard to do nowadays. What? What? 130? You guys ever watched the Foo Fighters music video, Learn to Fly? You ever watch that? You guys ever watch that video? No, you can't listen to it. Great video. You know, like, after he has the pilot has the tea, and here. Let me show you. Give me 1 second. You know that face? See that? See that? That's the reaction I'm having to some of these that's the reaction I'm having to some of these things. So it's like it's that or that or that response to, you know. Page 94. What are we looking at here? What is this? That's actually one of the ones that makes sense. Why can't we? Why just see this right here? Altier. All right, that's the ticket right there. Just make this. Okay. What is this other stuff? This other stuff is coping and seething. Okay. This is copium. Just make Altair. It's a good idea. What is this? Yep, we're gonna go with a toroidal tank and an annular crew module to go inside. No. What are you doing? Stop this. Stop it. What is this? That's just up on the moon, okay? That's just up, but on the moon. What is this? Why do you need to do this? You don't. What the? That's just up. 56-month resub. What is the? I don't remember these. Oh man. These are making me so angry. I did, Ray. I saw it, man. Yeah. It's a dual-axis thrust lander that seems to be grafted to a capsule or something. Oh, thank you. The Institute actually has some sanity here. Holy crap. Yeah, but that's Ares 5, so never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I got an idea. Okay. That's all right. Copium. All right. Anything else? I'm not sure if there's anything else going on for space news, but we'll check. There's the L-146 mission. That's on a Falcon 9 Block 5 that's going at 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning. The camera is blurring. It must be the rage. EJ is now at 120p.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Theo, I have that link from Steve Jurvetson. What else we got? Zay with the 32. B-Money at a 57-monther in there. What's going on here? Grove 2 cranes have been busy at the SOTIF, removing various bits of equipment previously used to feed the old test pads. Yep. Steve Jurvetson, quarter one launch report just came out. Chad is also enraged. Good job. Misery loves company. SpaceX has grown to 87% of the world's tonnage to orbit, a new high. The graph uses a magnifying projection to even see the other domestic launch providers. The 5 Chinese launchers combined lofted 13.6 times less than SpaceX. Europe was 0. There was a new Edison video. It's 2 hours long. Per chase, they are targeting 8 trucks next year with 7 confirmed sold. They're switching to a 2-motor e-axle instead of the current one motor. They are prototyping a 4-corner air suspension cab for a better ride. They're also making a full parts list, which will be provided with each truck so customers can buy the parts if they break. There was way more, but those are some of the big things. Cool, Thomas. Where's the USA, like NASA? I mean, has the U.S. ever had a period of not having an orbital launch vehicle? Not since 1958, dude. Elon's tweet says, oh, here we go. This is regarding this subject. SpaceX might exceed 90% of all Earth payload to orbit this year. Once Starship is launching at a high rate, probably above 99%. Has to be, or we can't build a city on Mars or a base on the moon. We file almost no patents, so nothing is stopping competition from copying us. Except ITAR, but, you know. Interesting. Ow! Sorry, banged my knee. We're aiming to build 2 towers at the Cape for Spaceship. One at 39A and another to be determined. We don't have final approval yet. Ooh. Slick 50, let's go. Interesting. Knowing SpaceX or Elon, it's going to be Slick 69 or something. Here. I don't think it's going to be Slick 37, believe it or not. I don't think it's going to be Slick 37 unless they decide to build a Starship pad right here. I think the next Starship pad is going right there. That's my theory. You know you want 39C. We need 39AA and 39AB. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that they will take crew operations, move it completely to 40, right? And then move Falcon Heavy operations to 37, and then double Starship pad 39, because that's me hoping mostly. 39A1 and 39A2. LC39 double A. Yes, exactly. 39Ds. That's what I think is going on. $39C does not exist. No, 39C does not exist. You can't just call a freaking parking lot. You can't just pave a parking lot and then call it a launch pad. All right? It's not a launch pad. No rockets launch from it. You know what we have? You know what we call that? We call that a parking lot. 39C is not a thing. If there's going to be a 39C, it needs to connect into that. Okay, see that right there? It needs to connect right into that. I don't know, I really like the redundant crew pads. Yeah. Let me down there, I'll launch a model rocket from it. No. No, you will not. Okay? No. Bad. They could launch sounding rockets there, yet they never did. You know why? Because nobody wants a parking lot that's next to another launch pad, okay? No one wants that. Nobody. Nobody. All right? It's just copium. Just coping. Just everyone's coping everywhere. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Elon said there's going to be another pad aside from 39A. I mean, this seems to imply that the other one is not going to be at 39A. And another to be determined, you know? Yeah, they made LC-48, this thing. This coping mechanism here. Yeah, I'm gonna go outright and say it. That was a huge waste of money. And to be honest, so is that. This multi-user spaceport nonsense is just NASA coping. I've always had this thing, guys. NASA wants to make Kennedy Space Center a multi-user spaceport. That's what they're making a multi-user spaceport. Multi-user spaceport. Do you have 2 pads? You have 2 launch pads. You have 2 launch pads. You have 2 of them. 2. 1 and 2. Right there. You have 2 launch pads. You don't want to build another one. You don't want to build another big one out here. Something that would arguably be something that could be offered that's different from the freaking 1,000 other pads that are down here at the Air Force Station. Or Space Force Station now. I always thought that was the most ridiculous thing in the world. The Air Force has like 30 free pads down here, and they're like, well, we have pads too. We have pads too. Yep. No. What are you doing? Why are you trying to compete with all this? You're not going to. So stop. It's a waste. Waste of time. Like, what was the point of this? I mean, well, we all know what the point of that was, but... Anyway, we have a VAB. What was that small pad for? It was for the XS1. I can't believe they pulled out of that, Thomas. That pisses me off. Where was the X-33 going to go? Edwards. The XS-1 was a flyback booster that was supposed to have a shuttle engine in it. It's because Boeing was trying to work on making a small reusable flyback booster. That's what they were trying to do. The XS-1 program, or the Phantom Express program, here, let me show you. It was basically supposed to be... Here, take a look. You have a Delta Wing Hydrolox first stage with a shuttle engine at the bottom, and then a solid fuel second stage with a small payload. The idea is that this thing flies back and lands on a runway. It's got a shuttle engine in it, a Block 2 SSME that was designated AR-22 for this program. Boeing got the contract to make this and started making it. That's why that pad is there. But, you know, ranting is funny, but that's why that pad is there. That's here's a kind of a sprite view of what it was supposed to look like. Why didn't it happen? Boeing pulled out of the program with no repercussion, I might add, which really pisses me off. They just decided they didn't want to do it anymore. You know why? The 737 MAX. as a response to the MAX program not doing well after the first couple of 737 MAXs screwed up, they pulled out of the program. Yep, they said, no, we're not doing that. And NASA said, what? What do you mean? Yeah, as far as I could tell, there was no repercussions for that either, which, okay, you got awarded a contract and then you pulled out of that contract. Wasn't it DARPA? Jim, that pad is on NASA property. DARPA was working on that project, but NASA had to pay something, dude. That freaking pad is there. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not because that the XS-1 shared any particular component with the 737. Boeing needed to reconsolidate stuff after the MAX program as a pit to try and fix things. Oh, boy. Boeing's fresh executives want to refocus the company on what it does best. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means from them anymore. What are they the best at? I'm serious. Like, it kills me to talk about Boeing that way, guys. I really don't like to, but... Yeah, the most... Yeah, that's right, RJ. The most annoying part about that whole thing, guys, here. There was this is from a Space News article a little while back. This was from 2018. DARPA, companies declare success in the AR-22 engine series. This is a Jeff Faust article from, wow, 6 years ago now. I remember when this article came out and I got absurdly pissed off. A government industry team announced July 10th that they successfully completed a series of 10 test firings over 10 days of a shuttle-era engine intended for use on a reusable suborbital spaceplane. It's turbocharger. Yeah, I mean, Boeing nowadays is just McDonnell Douglas wearing a Boeing skin suit, but hey, whatever. Bless you. Thank you. Yeah. A government industry team announced July 10th they successfully completed a series of 10 test firings over 10 days of a shuttle-era engine. So what did they do? They took a Block 2 SSME, slapped an AR-22 logo on it, and tried to see if they could put it on the test stand 10 times and fire it 10 days in a row. And it worked. You know why? Because the shuttle engines were designed to be reused and not taken apart after every flight. If they hadn't quit, Jim, Phantom Express would probably be flying now. Yeah. Yeah, that just really pissed me off. They took a shuttle engine and fired it 10 times in 10 days. Reused it 10 times. 10 days. Easy peasy. Yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah, really annoying. Yeah. Yeah, because that proves proves what I thought. The shuttle engines, so... When Aerojet originally designed the shuttle main engine, it was called the RS-25D. All right, that was its name before they redesignated it the Space Shuttle main engine. Look, guys, I'm not an engineer. All right, I don't know much about systems engineering. I do know that when Aerojet Arguably the foremost expert on propulsion in the United States. The company that's the foremost expert on propulsion in the United States says they're going to design an engine for that to be reused 55 times. And somehow it ends up being fly it once, take it apart, and put it back together after every flight. There's no way in hell that they missed the mark that much. There's no way. There's no way. That's just not a thing. Did they do this kind of testing when assembling the shuttles? Believe it or not, no. Yeah, Hell Hydra. That's an interesting point. You don't design something to be reused 55 times and then have it be reusable or not be reusable. Have it be taken apart every time. I'm telling you, the engineering on the shuttle was sound. It's always been sound. It's the people running the program that haven't. Anyway, this article is from 2018. So yeah, that's what that launch pad was for. It was for the XS-1 program. They started working on it and then they stopped because Boeing just decided they didn't want to do it anymore. They decided after the 737 MAX that they just reneged on the contract that they fought tooth and nail for and basically put Maston out of business for. You know, whatever. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, /rant over. Yeah, the shuttle engine is reusable. It is very reusable. I don't care what anybody says. And anybody has anything bad to say about it? Well, guess what? In the words of Joe Barnard, get rotated, idiot. Get rotated, idiot. Get rotated. Gatorade not only quenches your thirst better, it tastes better too, idiot. Rotate me down. I think Jack replied to him there. Did I see that right? I don't know. I'm gonna send that one out there, and we'll see what we get back. I'm gonna cast the line, and you know, we'll see where that takes us. Cast the line out, and we'll see where we come back. Let's see if the fish also buy Centaur 5. Was that? I don't know what that means, T-Man, but I'm gonna show a Tori Bruno tweet. The last couple of days, I've shared a flock of Centaur 3s and a herd of Atlas 5s. Here's a crowd of Centaur 5. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Those are nice upper stages. Yeah, I've seen the... Yeah, let's show chat. I've seen the Tori Bruno. Tori Bruno's the CEO of ULA. Just keeps crap posting pictures of his rocket factory. Ooh, hello. I showed you my dual engine Centaur. Please respond. That's pretty funny. Yeah, there's just there's a bunch of Atlas 5s right there. So don't hate that. A lot of Centaur 3s right there. Those are pretty good. That picture is Very small. Yes. I love how the monitors are blanked out in other pictures, but they're not blanked out in those pictures. Look at that left side. Vulcan's peeking. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I hope you're well, Chat-Ups. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I've never seen your Vulcan fly. It's because my name is Darth Vader. I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan. That's why. Now you can. Now you can see it. You've just seen my Vulcan fly. Here, take a look at this Vulcan with its pants off. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice picture. It almost reminds me of some burgers. I'm low-key thinking that Tori Bruno keeps posting pictures of progress in the factory to show everybody that Vulcan is actually not behind, because it isn't. It never was. That just started to be a thing. But, yeah, who knows? Vulcan launch platform ensuring safe and reliable launch processing. Spaceflight Processing Operations Center, Vulcan Centaur Mission Processing and MLP Storage. Okay. Enables vertical launch vehicle and spacecraft integration. Yeah, the VIF. Okay. Link to that? Yeah, sure. Yeah, see, ULA, because of their higher demand in launches, is scaling. That's why they haven't shown anything for a little while. That's why they haven't launched another Vulcan. Guys, they're scaling. That's what they're doing. Yeah. Rocket Factory Picks is just Tori's version of getting ready for the summer pod picks, Kipo. Yeah. Yeah. Hell Hydra, am I reading too much into this, or it's very interesting talking about Vulcan launch platform ensuring safe and reliable launch processing, that they would very much make it a thing to show the crew access tower. It really is, CSLR. You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Hopefully no more delays. Oh, yeah, Starliner got delayed to the 25th. In case you didn't see it, it's delayed until the 25th. Which, yeah, that's my dad's birthday. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for that, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, just gonna. Yeah. I think that might be enough internet for the day. What the? James, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. Don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here, palate cleanser. Ready? Palate cleanser. Here it comes. Nope, can't play that. That's Chowder Hill. Chowder Hill, my freaking guy. Captain Cookie! This is the Eisenhower, Beefy. Yeah, buddy! Look at that E2 roll. That's freaking sweet, dude. Saw plenty of these? Well, to us mere mortals, it's pretty cool, Caviar, just saying. Interesting airplane. It's a, that's basically, so it's an airborne warning and control system, or an AWACS for short. I don't know if the Navy calls it something different. They might call it something different. Basically, that helps coordinate all the planes that are up in the air, and, you know, it's basically a tower. It's basically a flying air traffic control. That's pretty sweet. There's your palate cleanser right there. I don't know if the Navy calls it AWACS, but yeah, the Air Force calls it an airborne warning and control system. But, I mean, I assume the Navy probably calls it the same, but, you know. Weird three-rudder plane, yep. For my 200 hours in DCS, I can confirm the AWACS is great for military. There you go. Actually, guys, Airborne Early Warning, AEW, yep. Any good news today? It's light pickings, Rocket Guy, to be honest. Dream Chasers at the Cape, that's pretty cool. Yeah, light pickings. Starship wet dress rehearsal went off, seemed to go off pretty well. Elon says 2 to 3 weeks. Or about 2 weeks for a Starship launch. I said 2 to 3 weeks because I think it's going to take a little bit longer, and I kind of hope it's going to take a little bit longer, because that brings me into the next bit of news. Guys, EJ and Ernok's excellent adventure is going to happen next month, starting the 8th. Or it's either the 8th or the 9th. So, I know what you're asking. What is EJ and Ernok's excellent adventure? I have no idea. Well, take a look. So I live over here. See the little hooky bits right there? That's where I live. Ernok, my buddy, lives over here. You know, San Diego. It was discovered by the Germans in 1904. It's a great city. Drink it in. It always goes down smooth. All right, so. Yeah, Popeye Land. All right, so. Ernok has a car. Okay. You went to Boot there? Pendleton? Or Coronado? Well, you said Carrier, so it has to be Coronado, right? So Ernok has one of these. Let me show you. This isn't the exact one, but Ernok has one of those. See that right there? Navy AWACS is the E2 Hawkeye. Oh, okay, Trenton. Thank you. So, Ernok has one of those. Now, here's the thing. If you guys notice, the eagle-eyed viewers, this is a live shot of my garage here. That's right over there. The eagle-eyed viewers will notice a rear end over there. See that rear end? The diff, the rusty thing in front of the red truck. See that? Series of tubes. It's like series of tubes. It's like a big truck. Okay? So, that rear end is an upgrade for this car. But the problem is that car is over there. That car is over there. And in order to put that rear end in that car, we got to get that car over here. We got to get it over here. See what I'm talking about? Is that a 10 bolt? It's a 10 bolt, yes. USPS it. Well, here's the thing. We could just ship it Apocalypses, but all the tools to work on the car are here. Is there a closer shop? I don't know. Ernock wanted to work on it here. So, what is EJ and Ernock's excellent adventure? Here's what it is. We're going to not drive the Camaro. No, we're not doing that. We're towing it. We're towing it behind a 1987 Ford F-350 screw cab schlongbox. Oh, I mean crew cab long box. Dually. We're going to tow that sucker clear across the entire country. And we will stream it. We will stream all of it. Oh yeah, we've been making in the background. We've been making some updates to the Route 154 setup. Yeah. No throwing wheels this time. But even if we did, Thomas, there's more wheels on this truck, so it's okay. So, how many days is that road trip expected? Something like that, RJ. Oh, with the blue interior, I'm so jelly. We have a Starlink. Yep, we have Starlink. We have mobile Starlink. Who's 350? It's his, Fozzie. Yeah. So, we're going to take the 350. We're going to rent a trailer. And we're towing that thing. Well, here, let me show you. You know, we should probably do something like that. Right? But here's the reality of the situation. The road trip's more or less going to be like this. If you know, you know. You know, that's supposed to start, in June. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. I couldn't guess why. Yeah. The only 2 stops you need to make. So, starting on the 8th, I'm flying out to San Diego. No need to work on the truck this time. Even though we probably will. Yeah, we got to get that Camaro up here. So we're gonna make that trip, right? And then fuel estimate. I don't like thinking about things that are gonna make my head hurt, James. And then we're going to stream working on the Camaro and putting that thing in there in the shop. Yep. No plan survives first contact with the enemy, just so you know. Yeah. You're trying to sound cool right now. You know I did this once before, right? And the plan didn't work. This is the plan based off of that plan. Do you remember that part where we drove, the truck that it was literally on the screen when you typed that? This was the first contact. Remember that? Remember that part? Yeah. You're not too broad, are you? No. Perfect. Yeah, no, I know, Hellfish. We're taking what we learned from Route 154 and making sure that the wheels don't fall off the truck this time. You know? Is that Camaro running or are you towing it? Oh, it runs. It runs and drives just fine. But wanted to tow it. I'd drive across the country in the Camaro, but Ernock didn't want to do that, so. How did the wheels fall off? Wheel, it was just one. Yeah. Not bad. Thought you were getting the rest of the paint off and making it white. I am dead crew. You're seeing the last parts of red on that truck. Anyway, better throwing a cheapo temp gun. We got all the tools figured out. It's all good. But anyway, that's what we're doing starting in June. Speaking of 2 to 3 weeks out. So we're gonna stream all of it. We're gonna drive down to Boca Chica. Hopefully Starship hasn't launched yet. That would be really nice. Then Ernock will tow it back himself, or will you both do that? Well, we got to work on it, and then, well, he's going to leave both of them here after they're both, they're running and driving. So yeah, should be good. Dave's, read your last. I don't see anything from you that has a tag for me in it, dude. I'm sorry, I don't see it. You getting a roommate? No. Why is he leaving both? Because he'll leave him up here until he can drive the Camaro back, which I might end up helping him with, or tow it back. We'll figure it out. We haven't figured out that far, but yeah. So we get to. So your place is a car B&B. Yep. Oh, Dave's okay. Okay, it wasn't a tag. All right, what's up? So, what tools you need that makes you tow the freaking car instead of ship the thing? What? Okay. All right. In case okay. People clearly have missed the point here. Sorry, there's sometimes subtlety is lost. We're doing it because it's fun, all right? The cheap way to do this would be to just ship it across the country. But we bought a truck to trailer it for your entertainment. So you can have some fun, and we can drive across the country and you can watch and laugh when we make mistakes. Like that was that not clear, or was that, did I not make that clear? I'm just curious, man. Like the whole point, yeah, dude, we could just trailer it and just pay somebody to drive it across the country. It'd probably be way cheaper. But that's not fun. That's not fun at all. But yeah, Dave, the whole rear end thing was kind of a joke. That was supposed to be a joke. The smart thing to do would be to just take that rear end, ship it to San Diego, fly out there, put it in the car. But that's not fun. That's not fun now, is it? That's not fun. No, I want to... I've talked a lot about... I've done this... So, okay. First and foremost, if you're a newer viewer, I've done this before. This truck right here. I bought this truck in Compton, California, and drove it back to Massachusetts. I drove the wheels off that thing. Literally, seriously, a wheel came off because of the lug nuts. The diff and the lug nuts didn't jive together because the diff was welded and it decided to unweld itself. So, yeah, that's good. So you had an extra pair of gloves this whole time? Wait, what? No. Straight out of Compton. Yes. So I have done this before. What I like to do is, what I want to do is I like to demonstrate people that may not be able to get to the U.S. or people that don't have the means to do this, how freaking big this country actually is by driving clear across the stupid thing. That's fun. I enjoy this. I like road trips. And you guys are going to ride along. And don't worry, we have really good plans this time around, not just one camera facing forward, okay? Are you going to go through Joshua Tree? Not sure. Are you going to rent a second trailer for Bucky's Snacks? No, but we did plan on stopping by some junkyards. It would take at least 5 days, I would expect, if you drove sun up to sundown. Yep. John, I was thinking suspension cam. I've been coordinating with Das, the master of remote camera setups, to get you guys maybe some more views than just looking out from the hood. You know what I mean? Up the nostril cam. I'm sorry, I couldn't do that. We don't have the technical expertise to do that. Yeah, I was thinking suspension cam. Probably would be good to watch the wheels, just in case. Primo is not on the, she doesn't want to do this one. She doesn't want to do this one. That's why we're not calling it Route 154. It's not Route 154 without Remo. Using Starlink at all? Yes, absolutely. Wait, what? What kind of cam? We have gimbal cameras that are magnetized, so you can kind of stick them to things. Are you going to swing through NorCal at all? Probably not-ish. we might do a shakedown cruise somewhere up the Pacific Coast Highway with the 87 just to make sure that it works correctly. In case you're wondering about the 87, it's an 87 F350 quad cab long box dually with a 460 and a 3-speed and 410 gears. Somebody asked how much fuel? All of it. It's great at towing though. It has big gas tanks, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But the truck only has 30,000 miles on it. It's fine. Road trip flame trench segment. Maybe. If we're in Boca Chica at the right time, Rocky Guy, I'll do it. So, anyway, that's what's going on. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, Dave's. I didn't. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant. I meant that we're gonna have some fun and we're gonna go on a little bit of a road trip here. Okay, I missed that part. I guess I'm just always entitled. It's just hard to take in. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. So yeah, I always talk about how big the country is, and I like to show people that. So that's what we're gonna do. The path is we're gonna drive down here. We're going to drive down to Boca Chica. We'll stream driving up Highway 4 because... Why is it doing that? Why are you doing that? What? And then what I want to do is drive to Central Florida, drive around the Gulf Coast, drive to Central Florida from there, and then... Yeah, okay, cool, sweet. Let's just redraw the line so it doesn't suck. Drive down there, drive up there. And what we want to do, what we want to do is hit up some junkyards. Could always use more parts. Yeah, lavatory, probably. So, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, Thomas, don't worry about that. It's an F350. I'm not really worried. Yeah, so that's the idea. There's some great no-rust yards in Arizona and New Mexico all the way into Texas. Now you get it. Okay, but the trailer. Implying I don't have a place in Boca Chica to store the trailer in the car. That's cute. It's cute. Don't worry. I got that figured out. The truck will be fine, but will your back be fine? What? Swing by the Battleship North Carolina. I like how I have the route planned out and you guys saying, no, you should go here instead. We'll figure it out. That's the general route. So that's happening in about 2.5, 3 weeks. June 7th or 8th is when I'm gonna fly out. We'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. Well, that'll be up here. Get a double length trailer for an extra car. Your miles per gallon is already gonna suck. That's my idea. Come on up to Huntsville and we'll leave the SR-71 out in front for you. All right, as long as you give me the keys. I agree, your poor back. Oh, yep, no, all right, yep, my poor back. No, we're never mind, we're not doing it. Yep, you're right, my back's gonna suck. Yep, nope, so, sorry. Let me just call up Dawson, call up Ernock and say, yeah, we're not doing it. It's because my back, I can't do it now. You guys are right. Yeah, my back. Will you shut up? I know what's involved here. Don't worry about it. Holy crap! I have this awesome trip planned for you guys across the entire country. It's like, what's your back? Anyway, moving on. Oh no, Brimo already knows all about this, Thomas. Don't worry about it. So that's the idea. Will you wait at the Cape and Boca for a launch if there's one close. That's the idea, Rocket Guy. Is there any chance for a Virginia launch on the way back? I don't think so. Let me put it to you guys like this. If we're near any one of these space centers and there is a launch, guess what you get? Guess what you get some IRL streams of. Okay? Let me put it to you like that. So, can't forget about Vandenberg. I said we were doing a shakedown cruise, Fish. Actually, oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. That's a good idea, fellas. Hit every space center in the lower 48. That's not a bad idea. Vandenberg, Boca Chica, Cape Canaveral, and Wallops all in one shot. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I realized, well, what I wanted to do is the same thing that Brimo and I did last time. We took the truck on a shakedown cruise to Lompoc. Kodiak as well. Think big. This is a 4,200 mile trip. Someone just did the math out, Tan, and you're telling me to think big? EJ's trip is going to start a resource war. You shut your mouth. I just got here. All good, man. All good. How you doing? Sucks about the Bruins, dude. Oh, well. But yeah, anyway. Fellas, yeah, I know. The F-350 isn't going to give us a big ride. I'll bring pillows for my back. I know my back was a problem last time. It's not a big deal. I just felt like being a jerk. Because it's the East Coast thing. I can't help it. It's just half of the drivable country. Yeah, right. Very large array. Yeah. Was closed when I was there during COVID. Sadly, didn't get to see the actual exhibits. Yep. At least the C's are still in. Yep. EJ and being a jerk. Name where I caught. Dude, it's because it's the Northeast, man. It's the Northeast part of the U.S. It's a term of endearment. I swear. I swear. Frick you, but I swear. White Sands. I mean, Halsey, if we're on 40, we're going to go through the ABQ, aren't we? White Sand. Dude, we should stop at Spaceport. Oh, God, this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. There are, like, all of these sites are not, they're in the way. Pima? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Get a sponsor to pay for it? And you see that subscription thing next to your name, Beefy? I already got it. There's a problem, Van Horn. It's kind of on the way. Don't do Pima. I would hate to miss you. What do you mean, don't do Pima? Try to arrange it toward JSC. It's too short a notice, Tan. Don't worry. We guys, to be 100% honest, we only have a certain amount of time for the trailer. The trailer's rented, so we only have it for 10 days. So we kind of have to pick and choose, but should be a fun trip. Baikonur when? That's not even on this continent. But yeah, that's the idea. So yeah, we're gonna have more cameras this time. There's gonna be more things to see, and yeah, less wheels falling off. But yeah, that's where we're gonna go. We're starting in San Diego. You know where we should start? We started the original Route 154 at the USS Iowa. Maybe we should start at the Midway. Yeah, we should start at the Midway. Start at the Midway. SpaceX confirmed L-146 is Wednesday at 4 in the fricking morning, Thomas. We'll start there, and... Ooh. I don't want to drive a truck with a trailer into Boston. I ended Route 154 at the Constitution, right there. Not visiting Omelec, shaking my head. You call yourself a space nerd. Well, Why? Why? End at Fall River? End at Battleship Cove? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. That's really not a bad idea. Battleship Cove? We could do that. I love Battleship Cove. That's actually a really good idea. Look at that South Dakota class. Oh, she's beautiful. We could end at Plymouth Rock if you want, if you guys want to be bored out of your minds. Battleship Cove is amazing, by the way. You actually meant Fore River. Oh, where the Salem is. Yeah, Fore River Shipyard. So Route 254, Hokie, we're calling this one EJ and Ernock's Excellent Adventure. It's Route 154 on steroids, man. Yeah, this one's gonna be a big one. But yeah, that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of IRL streaming from me in June. Don't worry, we'll still talk about space. We could do space news on the road. And we're going to space centers, multiple ones. So, Space Excellent Adventure. I like that. I like that. Yeah, we'll pick out the destinations and we'll pick where we need to go. We do have to pick and choose. Boca Chica and Cape Canaveral are absolutely on that list. So, Hokie, we were thinking, so Ernock's car that we need to tow here to work on, the Camaro, is in San Diego. So, I was thinking shakedown cruise to Lompoc, right? To Vandenberg, shakedown up there. Let's go to Lompoc Surf, take a picture of the truck there. Boca Chica, Kennedy Space Center, Wallops Island, all the way up. All the way up to Boston. You guys can see the road that we could see 95, that big honking road in City Skylines that's like 20 lanes wide that we made in cities. Remember that? We'll drive right up there. If it wasn't a military installation, you could hit up Northrop's booster test stand in Promontory. Yeah, the Ogden test stands. Yeah, you can't get near those from what I can tell. Those are cool though, for sure. Yeah, Apollo 11 rolled out 55 years ago today. We got a pretty cool picture here. What do we got? There's a helicopter. There's a Saturn V going on over there. What else we got? Dodge. Polara, maybe? Oh, nice Chevy. Nice. USS Lexington is in Corpus Christi. That was built at Fore River, Lunprod. We'll probably figure it out. Anyway. But anyway, yeah. Ooh, nice Country Squire right there. Nice. So that's what's going on. We're doing it. We're doing it, Harry. We're doing it. We can do the state license plate game if you want to do it. Play the license plate game on the road trip if you guys want. Yeah, Alex, the license plate game. You're from overseas, so it doesn't really make sense. Whenever you go on a road trip in the United States, what you try to do, if you're going on a really long one, you try to see a license plate from every state. We got, I think we got 47 of them on Route 154. We were up into the 40s. Yeah, we definitely got a good amount of those on Route 154. Any merch for the event? I'm working on it, Hell Hydra. I'll have stuff when we have stuff. Nautilus? That's not a bad idea. Free, I'm jealous. I'd kill the ride in a Centurion F350. Can you get time off? Jonathan, that's on my list of things to do. Don't worry. Yeah, Alex, I got you. Mm-hmm. There's some museum ships on the Gulf Coast you may like. I know. I know. There's the Alabama, amongst other things. Perhaps. All right. Well, I'll see what I can see. Anyway. Guam plate when? Territories don't count. It's states. Okay? Anyway. Yeah, that's the last bit of space news here. That's one of the projects that I've been cooking up in the background. Yeah, getting that all figured out. Is Jeb going too? I don't see why not. Yeah, Sawyer, I mean, at the very least, yeah, we could do that. Anyway, all right. Yeah, we got a long... That's still a couple weeks out, so don't worry about that. In theory, you could also drive by every single shuttle along the route. Huh. You're not wrong. Yeah, nice, Selfish. There you go. Huh. Endeavor isn't ready yet. Actually, the California Science Center posted pictures of it. Here. That's actually one last bit of space news here. Take a look, dudes. Oh, baby. Hello. I don't want it to be this way, but if NASA was forced to give away LC-39B and there was no other way, who would you pick to take it? SpaceX. Oh, yes. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's it, in California, California Science Center. There it is. Shuttle stack, baby. That's pretty cool. So when is that supposed to be finished? Okay, probably another year at the very least. I mean, they are building it pretty damn fast, though, dude. From what I can, from what I'm looking at here, I mean, there are update pictures somewhere in here. Yeah, see? That was it on April 26th, dude. That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. There's the frickin' bracket. I hope they put that on display. That's the shuttle rotation bracket right there. See that? Look at that. Hey, nice A12. That A12's got a blister on its back, though. And shameless shout out for the California Science Center. California Science Center is awesome. It's a really good museum, really great place to take kids, and they have a space shuttle. So I mean, they got that going for them, which is nice. Ah, it still has the payload bay door brackets on it. Interesting. That's Endeavour. That's an actual space shuttle. It's just saran wrapped so nothing hits it. Yeah, this is in Los Angeles, California Science Center, Animal. Oh my goodness. So yeah, they're going pretty dang fast, dude, considering. Like, the scaffolding is already built up to almost the nose of the shuttle. You see that? You know, I'm not saying they made a building to go around the shuttle, a structure that goes around the shuttle. I'm not saying they made one of those that was specifically designed for this exact purpose, to protect it, but they definitely did make one of those. They definitely did make a building that's designed to do exactly that. They demolished both of them, though. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Mock-up ET? No, that external tank's real. That is all flight hardware, Kralani. All the SRB segments are real flown SRB segments from the shuttle program. The orbiter is obviously from, the orbiter. That's Endeavour. That external tank is ET-94. It is a LWT tank design. It ended up being surplus because NASA figured out a better way to make tanks. The external tank, Kralani, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'll say it anyway. I'm pretty sure you do. The external tank for the shuttle program went through 3 distinct phases. There was the Block 1 tank, there was the LWT tank, and then there was the SWLT tank. That's ET serial number 94. ET-94 never flew because the super lightweight tank design became a thing, and they ended up never using it. It's a real external tank. It's real. That's a real one. Real SRBs, real external tank, real shuttle. That is a real shuttle stack right there. Wasn't there an ultra lightweight? SWLT is super lightweight. I don't think there was a ultra lightweight. I've never heard of that. Maybe. But yeah, the only place ever. That's essentially the last shuttle stack. There is. I was about to say there's not enough hardware to make another one. But now I'm thinking there might be. I'm rifling through where I know all the shuttle parts are. There might be. Yeah. You could probably make one more stack if we really wanted to do that. There's enough SRB shells out there, and then there's one more external tank that I can think of that's real off the top of my head. Just steal the SLS boosters. There's one more external tank. The original STA external tank got destroyed in a hurricane. But there's another extra that is waiting around. That's that one that's in Florida, Thomas, sitting on that pier doing nothing. It's been there for 10 years. Interestingly enough. Anyway. ET went from 77,000 pounds to 58,500. What a diet plan. Yeah, you know what did it right? Friction stir welding. NASA was the first ones to take friction stir welding and apply it to an aluminum lithium isogrid tank. Well, actually, the external tank wasn't even an isogrid. It was stringers. Yeah, the ET was the first one to do that. Now friction stir welding is industry standard for anybody that's making an aluminum pressure vessel rocket. Falcon 9 is stir welded. New Glenn is stir welded. SLS is stir welded. Atlas V is stir welded. Vulcan is stir welded. There are more, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. Given Utah was heavily used for aerospace parts and is almost 90% empty space, could it be a semi-viable location for a launch complex? You could probably fit a launch complex into the Dugway Proving Grounds. Maybe. We need to write this down for Trevor to get enlightened. Dugway, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look. What latitude are we at? We're 39 north. Not too bad. Nope. 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 Absolutely not. Not even close. Maybe in the future when, you know, rockets are a little bit more reliable, but right now we don't fly rockets over populated areas. I'm very much thinking that is changing very rapidly with Falcon 9, but you need about a 400-mile radius in the launch corridor. So, say, CSLR, say we launched out of Dugway, right? And we were launching due east. We would need a launch corridor that looks something like this. Because right around here, about 400 miles downrange, this is what that corridor needs to look like. This is the type of corridor you need right there. Because right here is where the first stage would come back down. If it was a Falcon 9, you would need a landing site somewhere over here. Or if it was an RTLS, yeah, it should be okay, but yeah, that's about what you'd need launching out of Utah. There's just not enough space. There's way too many populated areas out here. Don't get me wrong, the population density out here is not the worst, but Grand Junction, Glenwood Springs, Aspen is around here, is it not? Yeah, it goes right over Aspen. Yeah, that's not happening. The Westward might be a bit better. Yeah, you generally want to launch rockets in the direction that the Earth spins, dude, because then you get a free velocity gain because you have the imparted relative motion, right? If the launch site is technically spinning in that direction, launching that way is better than launching that way because now you have to counteract the relative motion of the launch site. Basically, launching in the way that the Earth spins is generally better. You don't have to do it that way. You could launch wherever you want to put your satellite, but generally that's a good idea. Funny how land-launched ICBMs don't fly over populated areas. Got to be safe. Yeah. Not to mention the Grand Junction Airport. Yeah, we landed at that place at Flight Sim, Dom. I remember that. Or maybe it wasn't Grand Junction. I forget. Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, they do, Beefy. That's right. They launched the Shavit rocket. They launch it due west out over the Mediterranean. Yeah, I don't think we need to say why. It's probably not a good idea launching that east. The F4 releases tomorrow on DCS. I know you don't care, but F4. On the contrary, Orleans, I was actually going to ask you guys if we could play DCS tomorrow so I could screw around with an F4. Actually, yeah, I was gonna ask. You guys probably want to see that. Yes or else. I mean, it's an F4. I love F4s. EJ and Ernox, excellent adventure. RJ, send that to Primo. Send that to Primo. Don't ask. Just do. Okay? Don't you have to grind or can you pay for it? What? I would hope you just pay for it. Still gonna do some combat flying as my Rio sometime in the Phantom. I was thinking, yeah, if you're around. Now you have to play the F4 preview video. All right. All right. All right. All right. Wait, which one is it? Is it this one? Legends never die? Sorry, didn't mean to steal the show. I was going to talk about it anyway, Orleans. Don't worry about it. I can't. Dang it. Nope. I can't listen to that. I'm muting it. I'm muting it. You guys can just watch. I want to listen to this. Because that's one of my favorite songs. You can just listen to it this way. I get my back into my living. All right. All right. This is pretty rad. To prove I'm right. How did they get the copyright for this song, dude? This song, Bob O'Reilly's amazing. It's such a good song. To be forgiven. Yeah. All right. We should be able to play this part. Dench. Shh. Don't raise your eye. It's only teenage wasteland. Tone. Die, mother trucker, die, mother trucker. I'm modulating the sound so it doesn't pick up on the VOD. That was a 21, Alex. The Exodus is here. Get together before we get much older. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll play that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll play that. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen. Yeah. How much does that thing cost? $80? All right. All right. All right. Isn't that a write-off? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. I want to see the Blue Angel IMAX movie today. You might like the trailer. Blue Angels and IMAX. It's C6, you had me at Blue Angels and IMAX, dude. Like, $80 for one plane? Yeah, no, it's steep evil race for sure. But you got to remember, this is a 100% working replica simulation of the thing. Like, every switch works. Every switch. It is about as close as you're going to get to flying an F4 without flying an F4. So keep that in mind. Yeah, the DCS is nuts. Yeah, DCS is awesome, dude. It's pretty cool. We got to play more of it, and we will tomorrow. Yeah, like the trailer. I don't know if the trailer really does it justice, but it is. This is the real deal. Like everything works. And yeah, your boy's gonna figure out how to fly one tomorrow. You gonna play it in VR? Absolutely. So here's what I like to do. This is what's fun. I did this in Flight Simulator and it's hilarious. I'm just gonna hit the start button when we play tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the start button, get in the plane, and figure it out. Yep. That's going to be fun. You ever played VTOL VR? I've never played it on Stream Diamond, but yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to turn the thing on. It'll be fine. We'll go Sky King on it. It'll be fine. Want to see a MiG? Get shot is the end of that sentence. Sure. That's a good way to start an engine fire. Good luck. Winding down the stream, or are you doing after hours? Actually, here's what we need to do. We're gonna have to get this out. Is this good? Is this a good joystick? You guys tell me. Is this good? What's high score mean? Did I break it? Is this a good one? Is that a good joystick? It's okay, I guess. Pedals too? I have rudder pedals. They don't go with this, but I have them. No, Hellfish, I'll play it in the morning. I actually was thinking about it. It might be better to take the rest of the night and get everything installed and then play it in the morning. It's okay, but it says it only controls a Warthog from Halo. But, yeah. Well, yeah, we also have this. Oh, boy. Okay. Don't go live till tomorrow. All right. I'm probably going to throw up with that, but, oh, boy. Yeah, that's what we're working on for the rest of the... No, boy. Yeah, Lloyd, we're going to DCS tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to do it. Any favorite DCS module that isn't the F4. My personal favorite is the Strike Eagle. F4s are my jam, dude. I love the F4 Phantom. That's my favorite plane. That's been my favorite fighter jet for a long time. Favorite fighter jet from the Cold War era. I like the F-15's okay. What are the other planes they have? Hold on. There's what other planes do they have? There's an F-15. There's a Thunderbolt. That's one of my favorite planes from World War II. F-16. FA-18. Okay, so not a Super Hornet. All right. Whoa. An A-10. All right. JF-17. Yeah, I don't care. They have a Messerschmitt 109. MiG-19. F-14. Su-33. A Mirage 2000. All right, all right. Su-27. Now we're talking. That's a plane. I like that plane. Hey, an Mi-8. That's a great helicopter. I like that one. Wait, the Huey? I have it? When the hell did I buy this? I don't remember buying that. Oh, we got a Huey. Oh, sweet. I don't remember buying that. There's a Harrier. Oh, a de Havilland Mosquito. Nice. I remember buying a Huey. Huh. Interesting. There's a lot of planes, dude. Spitfire. There's an F5, A-10C, F-15, Red Flag. Oh, these are all campaigns and stuff. Okay, I see it. Let's just look at fixed wing. So Spitfire. That's a Mark 9. Mark 9 Spitfire. F-15C. F-15E. Focke-Wulf 190. Yeah. F-86. That's a cool plane. MiG-21. Focke-Wulf 190 D9 Dora. Oh, that thing. Yeah, that has a huge cannon on it. 27. Su-27. P-51D, nice. L-39, that's a cool plane. Yak-52, okay. MiG-29, okay. You want to go be Rook. Bro, use their website, not Steam. I don't understand why that would make any difference at all, but all right. That's pretty cool. W, pretty neat. Hey, summer down, chat, boys. Jeez. P-47, FA-18, 16, Tomcat, Mosquito. That's one of my favorite World War II planes by a long shot. I love P-47s. P-38s and de Havilland Mosquitoes are my favorite. Those are my two favorites. Because I want to go fast. It makes sense. It does. You left out from stuff if you Steam. Okay. Cheaper on the DCS site. Well, this is why I'm scoping. We're just going to have to scope and figure it out tomorrow. All right, dudes. Fortunate Sun intensifies. Yes. So yeah, we'll mess with some DCS tomorrow. Needs more F7. Oh, jeez, not that thing. Oh yeah, this thing. I'm waiting until it repeats. Oh. Oh. Sorry. That noise, though. That noise. That noise is. Helplessly. Link it up again. Oh. And on that bombshell. Wait, actually, Thomas, you linked something about saying something about David Willis. I saw it, but it flipped off a chat real quick. What were you saying? What was it? Tell me. Grant me your links, Gypsy. That do be plainin' though. It do be plainin'. Thomas, what did you say there? He's going to be in front of Rule 8 people tomorrow. Oh, geez. Cool. It's to talk about space on behalf of Citizens for Space. Did you see the Kyle and Stenhouse brawl? Yeah. Yeah. All right, dudes. Neo, no fun, just misery, please, thanks. And Nova, thank you for gifting that sub to Krakenbot. I appreciate it. 12 months of tier 1. Thanks, buddy. The Phantom likely won't be available on Steam at all for a while since it's technically early access. All right, well, I'll figure that stuff all out tomorrow and we'll get going. But yeah, guys, I wanted to do after hours, but I'm nursing kind of a headache right now. So I'm going to stop for right now, and yeah, we will get going with DCS tomorrow. All right. In the meantime, let's see who we can drop some raid bombs on with our F4 Phantom. Yep. Now, you know what gave me a headache? The 59 is leaking transmission fluid, and I've been breathing in those fumes all day. So, yeah, that's good. I'm going to stop doing that because, yeah, that's not good. Oh, God. Etel. It smells awful in here. Etal is playing Got Bitten by the Star Citizen bug. Oh, boy. Let's go see what he's up to. One Star Citizen? Dude, he sent me a message asking me that over the weekend. Man. Hang on. Anyway, I bet it's like diff fluid. It smells terrible. Anyway, go see what Etel's doing. Go give him a raid, dudes, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. We're gonna do DCS tomorrow. You're gonna watch me struggle trying to fly that plane. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't do this to me, man. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go raid Italics. Jeez. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. thank you on the YouTube end of things for holding down the fort over there, guys. Yeah, hopefully we can start monetization on YouTube sometime soon. That would be kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, thank you for holding down the fort over there. And thank you everybody over here on Twitch. I appreciate it. We have DCS this week. Kerbal, we're getting back into doing space and aviation stuff. You know, I love the Fallout stuff. I love workers. I love playing all those other things. But we gotta get back to scratch. We gotta go back to scratch. Every once in a while, I just kind of get unhappy where the stream is going, and we need to. Now it's time to return space and rockets, baby. We're gonna do it. So that's what you should see from me over the next couple of weeks. More planes, more space stuff, and more space news, and more rocket launches. Okay? Go right at Tal. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good night.